Right. What is happening, beautiful people? Happy Monday. Here we are with another weekly update on my garden. Yeah. So, shall we just get into it? I think we should. Last week, I totally forgot to mention my compost bin, which I added soil from this pot that I planted the snap peas in. I had some old soil, so I took it out and used this pot to plant these little babies, and look at them. They are growing. I planted 2 or 3, and 2 of them have sprouted, so I'm super stoked about that. But yeah, so here's the compost bin. I added the soil. There's lots of stuff going on in there. I haven't turned it yet, which I'm going to do sometime this week. Yeah. Now, the mint plant that was yellowing is now fully green again. Definitely love that rain that we had last night. And as you can see right under here, all those little babies are growing. So we are getting a nice growth there and lots of mint coming in. Can't wait, can't wait. And let's see, we got the onions here. These little babies, look at that. They're starting to reach for the sun. Yeah. And this one right here is actually not doing too bad. I cut off that yellow tip right there. And as you can see, there's like a little growth here. This one, not that I don't think it made it, but that's okay because we have these 3. This one is struggling, it's trying, and these 2 are thriving. They're going, so I'm excited to get some onions from that. I had to move my basil plant that was out here. The winds yesterday just kind of blew this thing over, and rightfully so, it's not very secure. I had to move the trestle also because that one was ridiculous. So I didn't want that to blow away and then, do some damage to those little baby sprout peas. But yeah, the basil out here is, let's see, it's hanging in there. It's kind of cold out here, so I can't expect too much from it. But yeah, these little top plants or top leaves are pretty healthy. These ones not so much. And this one's kind of struggling. As you can see, it's browning there, and it's all like, it's really, yeah, it's holding on literally by a thread. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Hopefully it lasts. If not, then we gave it a go and had a good run. All right, let's go inside. So what do we got here? Oh yeah, let's start with the ginger, shall we? Look at that. We got some roots, really healthy, thriving roots there. That's doing pretty well. So I've been changing the water every few days. And yeah, there we go. Cool. This one here, it's still hanging in there. It doesn't have any new spots, and I mean, it is kind of curling up. So I'll have to look into that and see what's going on there. But it's still alive, so hey. And what's next? Oh yeah, got that celery. Let's see, finally got some roots going on. Yeah, I'm gonna let that go for maybe another week. Hopefully establish more roots, and let those ones grow, and then I'll get that planted. We got the lemon tree. That is, the lemon little stick that is still there. It's hanging in there. The leaf did not drop, nor did it turn brown. The stem itself is still healthy and isn't like all flimsy and wilted. Yeah, so let's see what we get from there. Hopefully I can grow a tree. And we got one more thing here. We have the shishito pepper seed that was in here. And I was kind of worried because I only planted one. So I really did put all my eggs in one basket because I didn't want to have like multiple, not be able to find a place to plant those, and then they just die. So I was a little worried, but I don't know if you could see it, but look at that. Check that out. There's a little root right there. Let's see. I'm sure you could see it, but here we go. Where's it at? Right there. Got a little root, so I'm excited to finally see it sprout up. Hopefully, a few more days, and we'll see the first leaves happening. Now, over here next to the window, we got the bok choy and the basils, which they are all doing really well. They just love this spot, so I'm gonna keep them here until, I don't know. I'm just gonna keep them here because why move them? They don't want to go anywhere. So yeah, let's get in with the basils. Last week we saw that these guys were like super tiny, and now they're getting some growth on them, and you can actually see that they are leaves versus the tiny specks that were last week. Now this one here, little droopies, but actually they're doing pretty good. This one here is still, it's thriving. We have some little leaves down in there. I don't know if you could see it. Let's see here. Let's see if we can get to a good spot. Can you see it? Can we see it? Little tiny leaves right in there. Yeah. So these ones keep going. I'm going to, and oh man, as I move the leaves around, the scent is just so good, and it's fragrant. I love it. All right, let's get to our bok choy. So last but not least, we have the 7 bok choy plants. I did end up pulling off or harvesting a couple leaves for this curry that I made last week, and the leaves were not too bad. This was the first plant, the first one. Last weekend, we had the outer leaves, so I definitely pulled some leaves off of this one. Then I had a couple that were ready to go. So yeah, and they keep on growing. Yeah. So yeah, that's the update for this week. I did not plant that potato like I said I would. It is still sitting here, and it's hanging on. It's hanging on. And there's a second one here too. So this one is a lot healthier. But I'm going to plant them both. I need to go to the store today. Actually, I'm going to go get some more soil and plant those into that tote bag, that lovely green tote bag. So I'm hoping 2 potatoes will, grow pretty well in there. So yeah, that is the update for this week. Tune in next week for another update. I will keep posting these out every single Monday just to see how the garden is progressing and see how I add on to it. I will do my best to try to put out a couple videos, like maybe 3 or so videos each week, 1 updating and then 2 of just some random things that I do around the garden. Alrighty then, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys. Stay healthy, stay well, and happy gardening.